Hi, I'm going to talk about how the Save Page As feature is broken in today's browsers and what we can do to fix it. So it turns out that the origins of Save Page As dates all the way back to the very first browser, www, from Tim Berners-Lee. Here you could see the Save option as part of the document menu along with New, Open, Close, and other options. There's actually also an Edit menu here, but that's a separate story. I think that the ability to save is essential to an open and free web. The ability to save allows users to own the data that is loaded in their browsers. Without this ability, they're at the mercy of the website owners to provide the content to them. Unfortunately, Save Page As is broken for many modern websites in today's browsers. For example, here's a YouTube page loaded in Chrome. If I attempt to save that using the single file mhtml option and then load it back, you can see that the page rendering is broken. Even if the page loaded correctly, the interactivity is lost. I can't play the video, move back and forward, or expand the comments. So the reason that this is broken is that I think the paradigm is not quite correct. Save Page As appears in the File menu, along with other options such as Open, Close. The browser attempts to save the page as a document. Unfortunately, that means saving a static snapshot of what is potentially a dynamic and complex page. I think that Save Page As is really the wrong paradigm as it currently works. It's sort of like taking a camera and taking a static photo of a video or a TV. You will get some results, but they'll be lossy and not quite like the original. Part of this is that the web is not really made of documents anymore, like it was over 30 years ago. I think a better paradigm is sort of like the VCR. The VCR can record video or TV and then play it back. And there's a record mode and there's a replay mode to the VCR. And in the same way, we can approach saving by saving the primitives that make up the web, which are the HTTP requests and responses, which comprise every web page. This is actually sort of in part how web archives already work. We call it this web archive replay, where web archives replay archived web pages. Now, the archive web page extension takes us a step further by building in the record functionality as well as the replay directly into the browser. And so I'll do a quick demo of how this works. Archive web page can be installed from the Chrome Web Store. In this case, I already have it installed, and so I'll go ahead and select this, and I'll start recording. And so you can see the extension has already recorded this much data. It's recorded this much URLs in a single page. It also has the autopilot functionality enabled, which allows it to go through each of the tweets automatically and interact with them. In this case, there are only 2 tweets for the future of the browser hashtag. Then I'll also go ahead and click on this link. And now we're still in the record mode. And so now we've recorded this page as well. So we've recorded 2 pages here so far. So I can also go into a different tab, for example, this tab with the video, and I can also record this YouTube video. And so again, a similar idea, we're recording all of this data that's being loaded in this tab. In this case, we recorded 1 page, and already this much data has been recorded, including all of this video. So I'll go ahead and stop, and now I'll click Browse, which is in fact the replay functionality, and so we see the 3 pages that we've just recorded. So I can click on this first page, which shows the Twitter feed, and I can go ahead and click on each of these tweets. So all the interactivity that we just recorded is still there, and I can click on the link to future of the browser page, which is also there since we recorded it. And finally, I can go and load this YouTube video, which was also recorded as part of the recording feature. And so you can see that the interactivity, if we didn't have this frame here, this would look exactly like a real YouTube video site. And the video is in fact playing here. I have it muted so that doesn't interfere. Yeah, so perhaps a question might be, so if this works as an extension, can browsers do this natively? And I think the answer to that is actually yes, because they already do. So if you open DevTools, you actually see that DevTools has a recording and a stop recording functionality because it's recording in the network log. And what the extension does is essentially use the same system as DevTools does natively and saves that in the browser. And so how can we fix Save Page As? Well, we can replace how it works by essentially using the recording paradigm that already exists in DevTools. We can save all of the request and response data into an archive, which you can think of as sort of like a cassette that can then play back that content. And we have tools that can be used to replay it directly from the browser, as well as to download it and allow users to then open it again and play back the archived content. And so using this paradigm, we can really make Save Page As work much, much better than it does now.